Hey guys, how are you? I hope that you're okay. Quick video just to make sure that you're understanding the classworks. Today's Monday. Sorry, today's Monday the 7th. I have sent the topics for exam in the platform, so you can go check the topics for exam in the platform. Today you will have the opportunity to finish the classworks because there's a lot of people that haven't finished, and I need for you to send your classworks. I just wanted to make sure because one of your classmates asked the other day, she didn't understand what we were doing, so I just wanted to clarify that. Using this page, I'm gonna use this page of this book. What we are doing is we are taking important facts, important things about a book, and we are writing them. We are writing them in a piece of paper. Something that we will have to do in your exam. In your exam, there's gonna be a part where you have to read a specific chapter of Mr. Lemoncello and send to me all the important facts in a paper. I'm gonna tell you from chapter number 11. There are 7 important facts. Find them and write them in a piece of paper. So that's what you have to do. So how do you find an important fact? Very easy. You read the page and then you find the one thing that puts all the ideas in one paragraph, in 2 sentences or 3 sentences, depends on your thinking. So for an example, I'm going to read you this page. This is just an example from another book. Maybe you're confused by the way we do it with the other book. So I'm just going to read it with this book, and then I'm going to read it with one of the pages of the book that we are reading. So this book says, is this page. After a while, he said, "That's enough sticks. Now I want leaves and feathers and things like that to make the inside nice and soft." They're building something. The building of the nest, oh, they're making a nest, went on and on. It took a long time, but at last it was finished. "Try it," said Mr. Gregg, hopping back. He was very pleased with his work. "Oh, isn't it lovely?" cried Mrs. Gregg, going on and on, sitting down. "I feel I might lay an egg." Maybe they're birds because she wants to lay an egg. The others all got in beside her. "How warm it is," said William. "And what fun to be living so high up," said Philip. "We might be small, but nobody can hurt us up here." "But what about food?" said Mrs. Gregg. "We haven't had a thing to eat all day." "That's right," Mr. Gregg said. "So we will now fly back to the house and go in by an open window and get the tin of biscuits when the dogs aren't looking." "Oh, we will be pecked to bits by those dirty gray dogs," cried Mrs. Gregg. "We shall be very careful, my love," said Mr. Gregg. Off they went. But when they got to the house, they found all the windows and the doors closed. There was no way in. So in this story, we can see that we see a family of birds that are making a nest, and they're hungry, and they're fighting a family of dogs. So for the main idea, I can write about that. I can write from page 35, because you have to write the page reference. If you don't write the page reference, you don't have all the points. From page 35, the animals were making a nest and they were fighting with a dog or a family of dogs. That could be a good important fact from here. Or they were making a nest and they were hungry and they were angry about the dogs. Good enough. But what I wrote is, they were making a nest and they were hungry. They were trying to steal food from the dogs. Like this. Page 35, they were making a nest and they were trying to steal food from the dogs. I'm sorry, my handwriting is ugly. Important fact is something that I did quickly. And now I even went later and I read more pages. And I read from page 36 and 37 and I took another important idea. So in this case, what we do is that we take important ideas from what we read. I'm going to read a page of the book that we are reading. I'm going to read page 51. Okay? "Wow!" gasped as they stepped into the rotunda reading room, and they looked up. The entire underside of the dome looked like a space as seen from the Hubble telescope. A dusty spiral nebula billowed up, a galaxy of stars twinkled, and meteorites whizzed across the ceiling. Oh! The space imagery on the ceiling dissolved into 10 distinct panels, each one becoming a display of swirling graphics. Those are the 10 categories of the Dewey Decimal System, whispered Miguel, sounding awestruck. See the panel with Cleopatra? The guy mountain climbing and the Viking ship sailing across it? That's for 900 to 999. History and geography. Cool, said Kyle. Tucked beneath the 10 screens in arched niche were incredible 3D statues glowing a ghostly green. I believe those are holographic projections, said Andrew Peckelman, waving up at a statue that's waving down at him. The room under the dome was huge. It was circular, with a round desk at the center that was surrounded by 4 rings of reading desks. Kyle saw that half of the rotunda was filled with floor-to-ceiling bookshelves. The other half had balconies on the second and third floors that reminded him of the open atrium of a hotel he and his family had stayed at once. While everybody was gawking at the architecture, Dr. Sinchenko said the words Kyle had been waiting to hear all day. Now then, who's ready for the first game? So as you can see in there, what we can see is that we're trying to find the important idea. Just as we did with this book, we're trying to find the important idea from there. So far we can see they're talking a lot of different words, but they're talking about the rotunda. The rotunda is like a kind of like an arc, a rainbow-shaped building, and that's the reading room of the library. So we can write in there, they went into the library and they saw the building and the statues, and they were very amazed. You don't have to write very elegant words. I need for you to write with your own words. Also, I'm going to warn you that if you cheat in your exam and if you go and Google Translate your classwork or your exam, I'm going to give you a 0, because Google Classroom has an advantage, and it tells me the following exam or classwork was found in Google Translator, or Google Translator was used to do this classwork, because as much as the internet is connected, it finds different similarities or different coincidences. So if you cheat, the platform can know, and I want to read it and I'm going to Google it and I will know that you cheat. And I'm going to give you a 0. So don't cheat. Do your own ideas. Write your own words. Just don't do Spanish. But you can use different words, different ideas. You can be original. You can be very short. You can be very long. You're not being assessed on how long you do it, but as how good the summarizing of the idea is. So try to read something very long and find the most important thing in there. So as the shortest idea of this page could be, they went into the library inside and it was beautiful and incredible. That's good enough. And that's only one sentence. So what I want you to do is to take an idea that is very long and make it into something very short, because later we're going to make summaries with those. But right now we're just finding important ideas, okay? So remember you're going to have to send me that document in the exam. If you don't send it in the exam, you didn't send it. You're going to have to send it and write a comment in there that says, I sent it, mister. If you don't write the comment, I'm going to assume that you didn't send it. And if you write, I sent it, mister, and if you don't send it, you just didn't send it. I didn't get it. And I'm not going to be chasing you like in the classwork that I tell you, Juanito, you owe me classwork number 3. No, because this is an exam. If you didn't send it, you didn't send it. I'm just going to write 0 in that section. So be careful that you send everything. Be careful that you are sending everything complete, because in that day you're going to read a chapter alone by yourself. And I'm going to tell you, from this chapter there are 5 important facts. Write them in a piece of paper like this and send them. So I have 2 from page 35 and from page 36 and 37. So if I tell you 5, you're going to have to write the 5 in a piece of paper and send it to me in cursive with a pen. Okay, if you don't follow these rules, you are going to lose points in your exam. So you might as well be studying. Remember that your exam is not only this. You're gonna have the regular exam in Google Classroom that you have to solve different questions, and then this part that you have to send it to me in the same assignment of the exam. Okay, so be mindful of what you're doing. Send everything complete. I wish you the best of luck, and I will see you. Let me see. Tomorrow, oh, actually, tomorrow I'm gonna post a couple YouTube videos with different chapters that we are reading, but these chapters are read by another person. So you can experience a different accent, so you can experience a different voice, a different enunciation, so you don't get bored of me telling the same story. Someone else is gonna read it. So you can read with this person what this person is reading. Very interesting. I don't think that I'm gonna find all the chapters, but you're gonna find most of the chapters in there. So if you wanna study because the topics of exam say what videos you're gonna have to watch to review the book, and then you have to review those chapters. But also you can watch from tomorrow's video all the different chapters that I read by someone else, so you can be inspired to study with them. Okay, and then on Wednesday I'm gonna see you in a live class to tell you how your cumulatives are going. I don't think that I'm gonna have all the cumulatives checked by that day, but I hope that you have them complete. So I hope that you're studying. I hope that you understood kind of how to make important facts from a page so you can put them all in your exam, and I hope that you enjoy your weekend. Study for Friday because you have an exam, and I'll see you very soon. Bye guys.